So this is piggybacking off the content I made about school and whether or not it's useful. So today when we're talking about studying, is there any point to it? Should you study for school? Now, if you watch the other video, you'll understand that the answer is quite obvious. It depends. It depends on whether, almost dropped my pen, whether or not school matters for you. And school matters for you for the following. If you wanted to get a degree, which I already explained, do not tie your success to a degree. Okay, if you want to be an entrepreneur, forget about the degree. Okay, you don't need it. Oh, remember, listen to your parents. All right, don't do anything just because I told you to. All right. Last thing I want to get is a bunch of mail talking about how you made my kid drop out. No, I didn't. But, anyways, or if you want to be like a doctor or something where you need a degree, go ahead and study, right? But if you want to be a businessman like me, you don't need school. I already dropped out. I'm 17. I almost forgot my age. I almost said 16 because I dropped out when I was 16. But you don't care about the degree. Who cares? And even through my last few years of school, I was like, I don't care, bro. I don't want school. I don't want to be a scholar. Like, I don't want to be one of those kids who go like, I have a degree. Look at me. I'm a retard. Look at me. I'm stupid. I'm ugly. Blah, blah, blah. But I have a degree. No, you're retarded. But if you're in a position like me, just forget about studying. Study just enough to pass. Okay, that's what I did. There's zero upside to go from going from a passing grade, which I think is a C. I don't even know what the passing grade is. I think it's a C. From going to a C to an A. What's the difference if you don't care about school? Who the hell cares? So, forget about studying. All right, or study just because I didn't need to study to get a C. I mean, I think I got B's. I got B's in a few A's. No studying. I don't know how, but I just did because I'm that guy. But maybe you'll get a C, and who cares? You passed, you go through the next grade, blah, 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 you go through life, done. Okay, school's done. Okay, I'm a businessman, I'm starting my businesses. In fact, you start your businesses during school. So instead of spending your time studying, like, oh, I'm studying, I gotta study for this test, I gotta get a good grade, I gotta get a good grade. For what? No one cares. Study just enough to pass. Don't flunk, okay? Because if you flunk, you're gonna be in school longer, and that's gonna be counterproductive. Don't go to summer school. It's counterproductive. That's a waste of time. Just study enough, as much as you need to pass the class, right? And then spend the rest of the time you would have been studying to get that A, unless you can get A's without studying, like I did. If you can go in and use that time to just work on your goals. Let's say you want to start a YouTube channel. Okay. Use that time to learn about stuff for a YouTube channel. Use that time to make videos. Use that time to, or if you want to start an eBay business, use that time to take product photos. Use that time to source inventory, etc., etc., etc. Now, something else I want to say is if you are someone who does care about studying for school because you want a degree or you want to go into a career that requires a degree, that's not an excuse not to study for what you actually want. Let's say you want to be a doctor and you're in high school. I'm pretty sure there's no classes for doctors in high school. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember there being like electives for that. So you're going to be spending a lot of time in class about algebra. And or maybe there's some use in algebra. I don't think. Whatever. Let's just say, for example, algebra doesn't matter for doctors. Who cares? Doesn't matter at all. Probably doesn't, but just in case. Let's say, hypothetically, it doesn't matter at all. Why bother wasting all your time studying on that? Study just enough to get whatever mark you need. So, whether it's an A, or it's probably gonna be an A because you need a scholarship or a degree or whatever the hell you want. I don't. Probably not the best example for me to go into because I don't really know how it works. I don't care. I really don't. But don't use. Okay, I'll say this: if you're someone who cares about studying for school because of this, because of your career path, don't use that as an excuse not to work on a career path. So, okay, where I was gonna go with algebra was you're gonna in school. Remember that you're gonna be learning about stuff that doesn't matter for your career path. So let's say you want to be a doctor. You're gonna be learning about algebra, all the stuff that doesn't matter when it comes to being a doctor. That means when you get home, and after you study enough to get your A or whatever grade you need to spend time learning how to be a doctor. Learning about anatomy, learning about watching surgeries as much as that irks me, or I don't know, maybe you want to be a dermatologist, so you have to look at like how skin works or whatever. I don't know. Okay, I don't care. But don't use school as a crutch. Don't use studying as a crutch, an excuse to be a complete loser. Okay, that's my final point. If you want to be a businessman like me, forget about studying. Just pass. If you want to be in a career that requires a degree, then don't use studying as a crutch to waste all your free time. Just because you study doesn't mean you're gonna be successful in that career, bro. Or studying for school specifically. If you study for the who the hell cares? I keep talking about things I'm not very knowledgeable about, like being a doctor or whatever, and I sound like a complete retard. No one cares, all right? Stop studying.